So I looked around at other devlogs on YouTube, and I noticed a pattern. Most followed the same path, a roguelike game mixed with another genre, because this allows the developer to create as much as their imagination will stretch. I understand this, but in contrast, I like to develop my own game alongside these, and so I'm going to use the most original concept I can come up with. A roguelike game. I know, there's plenty of these on YouTube. So what's going to make my game different? Absolutely nothing. I just want my game to feel great to play, but it's still going to be a basic roguelike at its core. So you may be wondering who I am, so I'm going to introduce myself. I'm currently a college student, and I always thought it was fun to design features around the games that I would play. This led to me to start designing my own games. Usually they ended up being short mini-games. But as I went further, I ended up making a short speedrun game called Zippo that I even published to Steam. Now back to this unoriginal wizard game. So up to this point, I've been getting some art from someone I met in a Discord server, and it really shows from my developer art to his high quality art. So right now I have basic systems in place, such as firing the staff, I have working UI, the player can gain skills, and some enemies that are very unpolished. So the first thing was to start switching the health system over. I originally had the player with 5 hearts, each hit would cost 1 health. This didn't really allow much space for me to make a boss do more damage, or elite enemies do more damage, or just adding features in the future, they just might be limited by this. So to get rid of this limitation, I switched over to a more basic health bar with 100 health, and this will just give me the room to give the player more health in the future. Next, I worked on adding a system for the elite enemy. To start off, I made a small icon that will be above the enemy and it will signal to the player that it's an elite enemy. In the future, I may add some particles or even a glow, but I just wanted to show that they're elite enemies in a simple way. For the design, I would like for my enemies to not just be more health and more speed, instead gaining another ability or even another attack. Take this enemy for example. He is a tank type enemy that will hold his shield up that absorbs the player's projectiles. The elite variant will also put the shield up, but for each bullet absorbed, it will also restore health. This gives the player a larger challenge instead of just firing into enemies without thought. They'll actually have to stop shooting to make sure that the enemy doesn't get his health back. I'll continue to add elite variants to future enemies, and it just allows more depth into the gameplay. So, for now, I have a short plan to get the game to a playable state. In the next devlog, I will continue on this path. Until then, you can wait around by watching other devlogs on the various roguelike games on YouTube. Just be sure to check back to my channel by subscribing. See ya.